Hello, Twitch. How are we doing this evening? Hopefully everyone's having a lovely Sunday. I've had a lovely weekend. I'm trying to make my coffee without my scale. Hello, Culinary Rewind. Welcome in, welcome in. Rice Green in here early in the stream. A little heavy in the coffee, but we'll live with that. This was at a boil just before the start of the stream. You got shiitake mushrooms, you got maitake mushrooms for drying. I'm going to use the other mushrooms from Wednesday in with the stir fry tonight. I've got leeks to use both in the stir fry and to dehydrate. I've got green onions for tonight's dinner. I've got garlic to mostly dehydrate. I think I got a couple of cloves that I can use for dinner tonight. Onion I'm going to dehydrate. Some celery I'm going to dehydrate. But I'm also going to use that in tonight's dinner. Tonight's dinner, I'm going to take these chicken thighs that I've been trying to dry out a little bit, but I just dehydrated or defrosted them about an hour ago, so not quite as dry as I would like them to be. Gonna take those, gonna chop them up, going to cornstarch coat and fry them, and then I'm gonna coat them in a orange juice. Gonna use the oranges here in front of me. Orange juice, gochujang, and soy sauce for the fried chicken, and then I'm gonna toss that with. I'm going to have a bunch of veggies that I said before. Got some more in there from my weekly bi-weekly CSA. And then I've also got, I think I said glass noodles, but I've got rice noodles. Along the same line. Rice starch, maybe a bit whiter, but I'm going to cook those in the chicken stock that I've made here on stream in the past. So those are going to be full of flavor even before we add the veggies in there. So how is everyone tonight? How are you doing tonight? Chicken thighs too, grill them with. Nice. We had a whole bunch of people show what they've been making on Discord here recently. Though to start here, we have our weekly ingredient challenge. Wednesday night, I'm either going to have to cook dinner and dessert, so sweet and savory, with either garam masala or paprika or Hungarian peppers. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find Hungarian peppers fresh, but I can definitely. I already have the paprika. Actually, I already have the garam masala, I believe, too. But as I was saying, we had a number of people in our food pick section here talking about what they've been making here since the last stream here with the parfait and the beef stew. We had a breakfast done by Chili Music. Lots of wine, I approve. Martinelli, that's Sonoma brand. Some deviled eggs, or at least I don't know what a different name for that is. Stuffed mushrooms, prese, pesto. Pesto sounds good. You go with pork chops. But if you'd like to have your own suggestions for the ingredient challenge added in, you can feel free to add them here and vote on them. Please feel free to vote. We need more votes in here. But the ones with the most votes go on to the Wednesday dinner vote. And from there, the winning one becomes dinner. Anyone that wants to join into the Discord that's not already in here, I'll have to give you permissions either later in the stream or afterward. Hey, Master, welcome in. Going well. We got all sorts of projects for today. Mostly going to be cleaning out the refrigerator, though. We got a lot of veggies to go through today. I know we got this to the... enough water in there. Let's make sure we're getting all that coffee. In with that water. Doing fried chicken. We're doing vegetable stir fry with fried chicken. We're doing a whole bunch of dehydrator veggies. Yeah, but not fried chicken. I'm doing, like, pieces with cornstarch instead of Southern-style fried chicken. Sure, I've done fish and chips several times on stream. That should be going up on the ticker over in the top left corner. Every once in a while, there should be a couple of dinners that I did fish and chips. Welcome, Trigger. How goes it? How's the EMS life? I would figure as much. Never a loss of people that hurt themselves. Yeah. Have any good Darwin Award candidates yet? No, I do not believe you have. That does not sound like a good time. Cheers, everyone. I needed this. Dozen Bud Light Platinums, huh? Is that your beer of choice? Thank you, Trigger. So these mushrooms, these are shiitakes, and I'm going to get rid of the bug. Get out of here, bug. And chop these. Not worrying about the stems, leaving the stems in there. I just want them all roughly about the same thickness and slice, so that when they go on the dehydrator, there's none too thick compared to everything else. No ginger, unfortunately. I was considering buying some to dehydrate, but I decided that just getting ginger powder is probably going to be Trigger. Ah, I see my Switch still didn't turn my triggers on, even though I went through and redid my beginning of stream commands. So let's turn on my timers here so that we can add a bunch of spam into chat. And these are grown. There's locally grown shiitakes, which I wish I could have gotten, but I didn't get a chance to grab today. So these are coming down from Monterey area rather than here in Sonoma. These other maitakes, which I'm using in place of basically oysters, are from Sonoma County. Those are some pretty eating mushrooms. These, I'm just going to take anything that I see like looking ugly. I mean, even these are looking pretty good. These are just little sprouts for the most part. I might take that foot off like that. Thank you for that follow, London. Welcome in, welcome in. We're just doing some mushrooms up and other veggies for the dehydrator. Make some seasoning powders, or homemade seasoning powders. Yeah, that's looking alright. That's looking okay. I think we can just skip that. Okay, let me go and grab the containers real quick here for the parts of the dehydrator. I'm not quite ready for my close-up today. Hey, Suki. So we're going to take the shiitakes and put them in the first screen here. And sort of flatten them out. This way we're pretty much all an even layer. Doing pretty good today, T. How you doing? Welcome, man. Getting started with our dehydrated veggies, which I'm just going to put in the dehydrator for now. I'm going to turn them on after we're done with our stream. Because it's just a noisy fan, basically. Same thing with these, we're going to give them a rough chop so that they're not too tall at all or anything. Hoping to make a mushroom powder. Maybe combine this with some onion and garlic. I'm also dehydrating. And be able to sprinkle that all over stuff. I have in the past made a vegetable stock dehydrated mix of veggies. So these are all going to get ground down at a future date into a fine, not necessarily a powder, but more of a granulated mix in texture. Not super fine because I don't have a super fine filter. These are the other mushrooms, but I'm going to use these for tonight's dinner in the stir fry. We have a battle! Looks like I'm going to be going at it alone here. So I'm just going to put a killing field around me and hope that I kill everything that comes near me. Because the theory is this map is we have to protect those dinos. I am hoping that at least one of them survives. Yep, and this is where it gets complicated. Woohoo! I won it. It's all mine. And on to the next. Maybe we can get some help here for this second map. Let's do a different. Let's do a warrior. Come on, deal. Ooh, there's a Z in that one. Nice. Let's turn on some fans time. Got to 700 follows here the last stream. 750 we're doing a giveaway for a gift card. Gonna do this first half an onion for tonight's dinner, and the rest I'm gonna do for the dehydrator. So nice thin slices here for stir fry stuff. Last slice was a little thick there. Thank you, Suki. Depending on time and if I think about it, we're going to do a salad tonight too, because I got those heads of lettuce to use. One moment. Okay, so those are for dinner. These we're going into a little bit thicker slice. I'm going to turn them into different powders, powdered mixes, at least one or two different types. Going to do a mushroom, maybe with onion as well. Gonna do some onion, gonna do some garlic, gonna do some leek, carrot, celery, so all the different stock veggies. I got some fennel that I can cut up too. This is gonna get my eyes going here. He's got a little age on him. I just realized if I'm going to do a salad, I want a little onion for the salad too. Going to take that and put that in the dehydrator. Oh, there's 3 of them in here. These are definitely going to need a heavy washing. I can see mud on them already. Actually, I think I'm going to let those just sit there because they seem to be draining out and getting more dirt around the longer I leave them. Technically complicated dish. I've done some complicated crap. I don't know if necessarily on stream, but I've done some really silly stuff. Like, it wasn't designed by me, but there was a catering party of 800. I did not do this alone. But it was a vegetable lasagna wrapped in a giant sheet of lasagna and then tied using a blanched scallion. Can you imagine trying to tie things with a blanched scallion? It just doesn't work very well. There was other silliness with that dinner either, too. Which is sort of funny because otherwise it was a pretty good chef. He was a pretty good dude. I think he actually went on to be head chef of the Venetian. He was like exec chef of the banquets for this resort I was at the time. Then there's the community college chef that I worked under who had a party of 300 with 3 buffets designed each to handle 100 people. Like, you can go through one buffet, you're going to get a full plate of food. So you really only need to plan for 100 for each of these. You know, plus a little overflow for whichever is the favorite of the 3. 100 people. Want to guess how many prime ribs he bought for one of those buffet lines? Oh, I feel old selling this story still. 9. Like, they went through like 1 1/4. You use the whole green onion tonight. The student-run restaurant was featuring beef and prime rib and all sorts of stuff all the rest of like the next 6 months. Oh! Welcome in, everyone! Welcome, Raiders! Hi, I'm Jason. Cook dinner on stream here 3 nights a week. Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Wednesdays I do ingredient challenges posed by my Discord followers. Thank you for this raid. How was your day today, Ice Cream Posse? How was business today? Welcome in. Wow, ton of follows here. Rafiki, ASCII, Wheels United, Gamer Fan, a Cactus, False Rumors. Thank you all for those follows. Looney Wonks, Emily, Tap Out King. Thank you. Welcome in, everyone. So right now, what I am doing is prepping both dinner, and I'm doing the beginnings to a whole bunch of veggies that I'm going to be dehydrating starting tonight. Going to turn them into a bunch of different powders that I can use in the future. I've already chopped up some shiitakes, some maitakes, and red onion. I was getting into green onion mostly for tonight's dinner. Down south, chicken taco. Becca, thank you all for the follows. Ice Cream Posse, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you for the gifted sub, Chef Megan. Welcome in as well, another great food and drink streamer. So how is everyone out there tonight? What are we all doing for dinner ourselves? The main dish that I'm making tonight for dinner is going to be a vegetable stir fry with fried chicken. I've got a couple chicken thighs on the counter up there in front of me. I'm going to chop those up into thinner, small little bits and coat them with cornstarch and fry them. Then I'm going to toss those with I'm going to use up these oranges. Make a orange juice gochujang. I have gochujang in the refrigerator already. If anyone's not familiar, Korean pepper fermented paste. Good stuff. And I'm going to do that with orange and soy for chicken coating.
Corrupt _
Thank you for that gift sub.
13 gifted a tier 1 sub to Chef Negin. This is their first gift sub in the channel. Chef Negin gifted a tier 1 sub to Ice Cream Posse. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
Thank you for all the love. Okay, so this will all go in with the stir fry. I have some, to continue on with what I'm doing with the stir fry, I have some rice noodles that I'm going to hydrate in chicken stock that I made on stream in the past. End of February, it's been frozen. But we got a bunch of things to dehydrate here first, too. I was just cleaning leaks as you guys joined in. They're going to need a bit more cleaning, I believe. Thank you for the follows, Corrupt Melon Lord and Juggernaut. Okay, so we have our leeks here, and I've said this many times before, but if you're unfamiliar with leeks, they're typically grown in very sandy, loose, loamy soil, and you get this whiter area because it's underneath soil. And so you get some of them that they pack the soil up the more the leeks grow so that you keep the outside of them white and packed. But you get tons of dirt down in between the individual. I mean, you can even see it right there on that leaf after me rinsing it off. Gets a lot of dirt in there. And I'm not going to use a lot of the dark green tonight. So we're going to top these off. Very dulling to your knife to do that. It's like paper, basically. Thank you for that follow, Dinah. We just got to 700 followers last stream. And I'm doing a gift card giveaway at 750. Giveaway is done through my Sprinkles currency, which is valued on your attendance and not necessarily your contributions. Want it to be available to everyone. Cheers, Ice Cream Posse. Thank you so much for that raid. For anyone that's unfamiliar with Ice Cream Posse, they are a great partnered streamer here on Twitch that's broadcasting live from their ice cream shop, creating all sorts of wonderful things. You should give them a check out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and thank you for the raid once last time. Is that one of the new animated ones, or is that a BTTV emote? Nice. Yeah, I have a pixel Swedish chef in my pixel art Swedish chef in my emotes. I know Chef Steve's sort of got the the claim to fame on that, but appreciate him here too. So that's what we wanted to try and achieve. Nice and clean. And this is just for the dehydrator here. Got last 2 minutes to get units on the battlefield for the Stream Raiders battle. Hey, Lexi. Welcome in. How are you this evening? Also, for anyone new in here, we do have the word scramble going on. I have a dictionary of about 1,600 terms. They're all sort of food related that I've put together, but they are not all English. They are many languages. And that the bot is starting that once every 6 minutes. And you can join in by typing !scramble. It's also being rather convenient for me. I'm half cleaning out the refrigerator. Because I'm anyone new in here, I'm usually very good at keeping with my schedule. However, I am taking about a week off here, or a little more than a week off here for the 4th of July this year. And we'll be back full time. I believe it's on the 10th. I do have a regular schedule down below in the info section or the about section with upcoming dates in a Google Calendar. Along with a little description about who I am in the "Who is this guy?" column. I'm going to grind them up into a powder and then create a couple of different powders that I can use to coat things with. Make my own onion powder and my own garlic powder here. I'm going to make a mushroom and onion powder. And then I'm going to do the rest. I'm going to mix together. I'm going to do all the different stock veggies and going to do sort of like a stock veg seasoning powder. Thank you so much for that sub. Appreciate that, Trigger. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, Lexi, for that gift to Trigger. And I'm gonna let's do half of this, still more for the dehydrator, and we'll do the last half there for with dinner. to be clear with the dehydrator stuff, I'm going to be just prepping all of that tonight. I'm going to turn the dehydrator on after the stream, because otherwise it's going to destroy the mic for you guys. For you ladies and gentlemen out there. Good guess. T. Bagans wasn't in there? And this I'm going to go really fine on for with the... Hey, X-Spec! Welcome in. How was your stream the other day? I'm sorry I missed it. To battle. I apologize, I forgot about it. Let me finish cutting this leak and we'll go to battle. Nice. How's the kitchen going? How's the refurb going? I have Master Games, and I might do that here in the future. I actually just picked up a quarter steer last week, and so I've got all sorts of beef in that chest freezer in between camera and me here. I've also previously broken down essentially a whole pig on stream. That was about a year ago right now. But let's do our battle here. Do a little Stream Raiders. Move things around here so my stream deck's actually accessible. Nice. Victory. Mumble Knives and Master Games getting the kills and assists there. Master Games and X-Pie getting the rewards. 98% complete. Yeah, just in time for you to find that one debilitating problem that you have to reconfigure half of it for. So the leaks are going into the dehydrator here. For anyone familiar, I have a 9-tray? Yeah, 9-tray Excalibur dehydrator, which is a lovely little tool. I've used it to make pork jerky a couple of times now. I haven't done beef jerky with it, but now that I got a bunch of beef, we'll have to probably try that with one of our roasts. And yeah, I've done it to do seasonings and other such things several times. Used to dry some flowers. Actually, let's save all this for the dehydrator. Expect. Is what newer trigger I'm sort of lost on. No, I've had that since before I started streaming. Which reminds me, I'm going to be celebrating my 2-year stream anniversary next month. Once I get back from my trip to see family, we'll come back and we'll celebrate my 2-year stream and get back to doing 3 days a week. Gonna have to do some makeup streams there for my trip. Do some of this thin for our dinner tonight. Yes, I don't use mine nearly as much as I should. Excalibur made a name for itself as being sort of one of the first horizontal blowing dehydrators, and they make commercial and home dehydrators. Major difference being, I think, is being stainless steel versus mine being plastic. That should be good for tonight's dinner. Actually, just might as well throw this in with the leeks here. And then for the salad tonight, which I haven't mentioned to anyone since the raid, we're going to be doing a quick small salad too, since I have some beautiful gem lettuce from the farmer's market on Friday. Throw that with our onions for our salad. And And this we'll save for another day. Yeah. I need most of this out here for tonight. Need this out for tonight. See if we can't use a little of this tonight too. This has been around for a minute. And by a minute, I believe this is a 3-week-old head of fennel in my refrigerator. I just haven't gotten to that. I got from my bi-weekly box. But we got some decent fennel there for drying. But I'm going to go ahead and put this tray in the dehydrator. Thank you for the follow, Scorchmarked. We have someone trying to join in the Discord here. Yeah, let's give our new visitors here some rules here. Welcome in, Emily and Scorchmark, to the Discord. So I'm going to cut basically that off. This I'm just going to toss. The greens here, I'll throw in the salad. This is getting ready to sprout. I guess I could have kept the tail end of that in there for dehydrator. Okay. Renufus. What kind of word is that? I actually know what that is now. Should think flowers. Or maybe that's two. There we go, Lexi. Let's save that beautiful onion for a future night. But we need some carrot here for the dehydrator. And the salad. To go with one of these beautiful heads of Little Gem. Save the rest for later. Future projects. Ah, this needs to go back in there too. Oh yeah, there's a world of difference between. You'll find a lot more hard-neck garlic at farmers markets, which is entirely different animal. It's much. I mean, you can get hard-neck garlic that's like nearly as spicy as actual peppers. A little thinner in the carrot since it's a denser vegetable for the dehydrator. And the difference between hard neck and soft neck, I'm pretty sure I've got some soft neck since I bought it from the supermarket. Is the actual neck, what they actually sell is the scape around this time of year, a little earlier. It's probably a little past that now, but, or is the center here. And you can see here pretty clearly that one's a hollow center. Now hard neck can be solid, can be hollow, but this stem is going to be hard like wood, and it's going to have a single like stem going down into the center of it. Soft neck garlic, which basically everything you find in the supermarket is going to have a soft neck to it, which is really made up from mostly layers of. I guess they're both mostly made up of layers, but you get what I mean. And let's do a little of this carrot up for our salad too. Oh hey, I didn't start a new map, did I, in battle? I didn't. How nice. Let's start another battle. You can join in with the link in chat right now. I want to put a flag carrier out there and support anyone that puts their units down there. Not worried about the tips and tails of the carrots here, which I might knock off if I'm putting it in dinner tonight. But for dehydrating, don't think they're going to make a big impact. Welcome in, Snow Sushi. Thank you for that follow. I'm getting them sticking to the knife. It's just practicing having my finger in a way that... That's sort of one of the advantages to having your finger like this, too, is as it pushes up, it rolls up your finger. Rather than going backwards, which is typically what happens with cutting. But if you have a real issue with that, you can go and get a knife that's more like this one here with scallops on it, which will help create an air bubble or an air pocket so that nothing really sticks as much to the knife. Excuse me for one moment. Okay. We got our agua. Cheers, everyone that's drinking water tonight. Still working on finishing my coffee off here, though. Need a sip of that, too. Cochineal is the bug that makes most things red in food. It is one of the most common red food colorings available. It's essentially just a bug that's ground up. Yep, what Master of Games said there. And it's actually one of the more palatable forms of red food coloring. Some of the other red food colorings that we've had in the past are made of things like coal tar and, you know, really tasty sounding things. So this is going to be our tray of fennel and carrot. Put the fennel in the front so I can scrape it off if it needs to be taken out earlier. What do we got left that oh, garlic. Okay, be difficult. I guess I gotta peel you off. You struggle with... Yeah, garlic can be sticky, especially if you let it hang out for a bit. the sap or liquid from gets on your fingers and gets all sticky, gets your knife sticky. Hey, Big Davy. Welcome, welcome. How goes the recovery? How goes life? I do have one clove here that needs to be sacrificed because it is not very... It's sort of soft. So, that's not good. That's a little soft, so we're going to get rid of that one. Those will be fine, I think. Why won't you come over for me? There you go, X-Pie. Good guess there. What I should have done with this in the first place. What I should have done in the first place here. And then I'm not even going to peel these. I'm just going to smash them and chop them. Clean up one of these for dinner tonight. Rest we'll throw in the dehydrator. Rely mostly on garlic powder for tonight's dinner. But we can use a little fresh too. Crushing garlic helps. develop the flavor, since smashing it crushes the cell walls, which causes reactions like protective reactions by the plant, which creates those lovely acids like in onions that make you tear up, but in garlic really give you a full rounded flavor. You're not getting all your garlic flavor unless you're including both granulated powdered garlic and crushed fresh garlic. Might have to look that one up. That is correct. Gingerbread? Let me see here. Yep. It is ginger in Spanish. Coffee done. Back to chopping. Still gotta clean our mushrooms for tonight. And this is gonna go in tonight's dinner. Don't fall down there. What's that doing down there? That's been there since Friday. No, those are, forget the specific breed, but they're a velvet mushroom. And these, I think, are closer to a oyster. Sort of like a baby king oyster. garlic on the drying mat. I didn't do it. Oops. That was what I wanted it on. There we go. There's our garlic on the dehydrator screen. This concludes, I believe, the veggies that I'm planning to dehydrate tonight. My first thought was Cinnabon, but it's obviously not true. Who needs Cinnabon when you're me? I mean, ready to go. Just defrost and proof and bake. I am prepared for breakfast. I even got icing frozen in there too. How come no one guessed that? Did you get auto-modded for that? I didn't notice that. Oh. Paka. Paka and one other there I missed. Sorry about that. I apologize for that. That was my bad for allowing that to still be in the filter, but that's... I mean, Twitch's filter is pretty strict. Wow. Back's getting to me too much tonight. Daikon! Love daikon sprouts. They're nice and spicy. Like mustard almost. Another one of those farmers market products. You don't see those too much in supermarkets. Whole Foods has some sprouts, but it's typically the usual candidates. Okay, that's done. Let's do our lettuce up. I'll throw the corn in there too. There wasn't actually a whole bunch of solid. I'll take this little piece out. Take that piece out. Let's take a little pepper here too. I didn't think of slicing that for the salad too. We'll set this aside for later. We need some containers for our mushrooms and peppers here. Chicken time. Wish I could have gotten this a little bit drier. I even dried that off a couple of times and it's still got all that liquid in the plate. No, I'm not dehydrating any chicken. Chicken's for dinner tonight. Dehydrating's pretty much done at this point. I'm going to leave turning that on until after we're done with the stream, because otherwise the fan is going to bother with the microphone. But I'll leave that running overnight tonight. Take a look at it tomorrow morning. Pull off anything that's pretty much done. Make sure we get everything dried out. And depending on how we are, we may wrap this up and start grinding it before I take my trip. Otherwise, it'll be dried. It can hang out here. And we'll grind it up on stream shortly after I return from my trip. One of the two. So I'm breaking this chicken down into nice little chunks. Nice small little chunks. Maybe half-inch squares or so. I don't think I got a Delmonico in my quarter steer. I keep dreaming about that Ossobuco, though. We're going to have to do at least one of those packages, like, ASAP when I get back. Bottle. Let me finish cutting the chicken and get rid of my chicken hands before we go to battle. Want small pieces of chicken here so that they fry up quick. Just crisp up and cook almost entirely. I don't want to have to do a whole bunch of frying, a whole bunch of attention. Yeah, it's really handy for all sorts of things. I mean, whether you're doing jerky, you can dehydrate all sorts of chips and like kale chips and stuff like that in there. Like I'm doing here, you can dry out all sorts of things. I could put a bunch of peppers on there, create a whole bunch of different spices, all sorts of stuff you can do with it. But it is an investment, and it's not necessarily something, unless you're like set up to be cooking at home a lot of the time like I am, that you probably want to undertake. That's getting in pretty heavy with the homesteading and preparing all your own foods at home. There's other purchases you should do first. My crazy butt, I'm staring and dreaming at freeze drying machines that I don't have the room for. we're gonna grind some salt on top of all this chicken here. Lots of salt there. Lots of salt. Bell peppers, hot peppers, all of it, X-Spy. So, bag of previously opened cornstarch. Cornstarch. I got an escapee. Boo. Now I gotta sanitize my main board too. Have you heard the news about them, Mexico refusing pork skins from essentially the largest pork plant in the U.S., or one of the largest ones run by Smithfield, trying to sell the Mexicans our moldy and old pork skins to make chicharrones. They're not taking it. Smithfield's blaming a third-party processor, but I'm sort of like, yeah, it's your product anyways, guys. There's also studies showing that we didn't really have that much of a meat shortage. It was much more manufactured than it was reality. We were pumping out record amounts of meat and had more than enough in storage, apparently. So even though we were slowing down on production, should have been covered. And yes, to battle. Thank you, X-Spy. Because you put your whatever that is up high there, you don't get any of the haste spell. Chicharrones are good stuff. They're a bit rich, though. I don't know if I really want to sit down and take out a giant bag of chicharrones all at once. They're great with hot sauce, too. Yeah, you're right. Victory. X-Pie and Quiet J getting the kills and assists there. Who's going to get the 50 gold? Young Atmo. Thank you. Congrats to you. Ooh, I get some 50 gold too. We'll see what pops up over time here. Put out my Berserker there. I'm trying to get those up to 20. Let's see how we're doing with the other stuff here. Ooh, I got upgrades. Warrior needs an upgrade, yay. We need that up to 18 is good. Trying to get that to 20. Check out our quests here. Oh, I gotta do that for a quest too. Let's look at our current battlefield. I'm just gonna sort of cheat this. This counts as battle planning. I need 5 battle plans. And lastly, let's hit up the store here and see what we got for scrolls. Breacher tank, yes. Is it barbarian I need? I can never remember. Nope. Flying rogue, no. Okay. Okay, so we got our chicken in here. Let's get our oil starting to heat up. I've got a lid for my oil pan. Oh, can't see what I'm doing yet. Got a pan for my oil. Gonna do sort of a shallow poach. We're only gonna do an inch or 2 of oil in here. Just enough to get those chicken in there. We'll probably have to do 2 or 3 batches. And I have a matching lid here just in case things get nasty. Go ahead and just close that in the top. Don't have to worry about it. You got flame underneath the oil now. And we're going to make sure that each of these gets individually coated here in cornstarch. We'll make sure and break up any clumps of pieces of chicken sticking together. And we can just let it sit in here while we work on our other stuff here, because it's just going to absorb more liquid out of that chicken, which is going to cause more starch to stick to the inside, get that much more of a coating on it. Lattice? Let's see what definition I have for lattice. It's a topping. You lattice for that makes sense. A latticed pie crust. That's where it's from. Yeah, that's it. Okay, what's our next steps here? We need stock for our rice noodles. So we'll start defrosting some previously made chicken stock here on stream. stock popsicle. I'm going to toss these out. I'll be right back. Let's make our sauce. Let's make our dressing for our salad. Start with our salad dressing. Kewpie. Little real mayo that's more American style, a little less MSG and that stuff. Little Grey Poupon. Oops. Mustard. Lovely ingredient that I discovered because of the food challenges here. Preserved lemon. I'm going to use a little of the brine here with our so it's going to be salty and lemony. A little Worcestershire. Oh, what else do we want to throw into this? Do a splash of cayenne. Some onion powder. We're going for almost ranch without me making the base and not using a lot of dairy. My back is all cramping up on me now. This dressing, just a couple days. Nah, I'm just overweight. I'm working with a table that's too low for my height. So I have to roll my shoulders down and I hunch over. A little chilly in there too. And I wanted more green for this, but I don't know what else that I can throw in there right now. Ooh. So this is just some flat leaf parsley, if you didn't catch on from that, from me pulling that out of the fridge. Oh, that's what also I have. That's awesome for this too. I keep forgetting that I have this. Freeze-dried dill. Sir, half of the reason, I mean, I'd love to have veggies all the time, or herbs all the time, but so many of them bolt, so I don't really want to grow them. Dill in particular is one of those I don't want to grow, because it's too much, it just goes straight to flowering, basically. It doesn't wait for you to want to pick it over a couple of weeks, just, nope, I'm going to flower now. And lastly, to thin this out a little bit here. Oh, no, we need two more things in here. Sorry for bumping that top camera there. A little vinegar. I'm already forgetting what they are. There was something else crucial that I wanted to add to this. Oh. Buttermilk powder. Give us a little bit of buttermilk, tangy dairy flavor in there. There we go. Our pseudo ranch. See what we need here for salt, pepper, and... Ooh, I think we're good on MSG, actually. We're going to hit this with a bit of salt. And some fresh cracked black pepper. I'll consider that a worthy excuse to get up, X-Spy. Okay. I think that's sufficient pepper. Perfect. Proper way to test a dressing is always with your lettuce that you're serving it with. Because quite often lettuce is adding some sort of bitter component to go against your vinaigrette or dressing or whatever it is. I'm dropping all over the floor. Lovely. I don't have any beer to crack open here. But we are mostly done with my cutting tonight. I'm smelling this oil back here. Let's see where we're getting at with temp here. Turn the fan on low. My batteries are dead. Let me go see if I got a replacement for this. Be right back. My fire alarm chirped the other night too, making me think that I need to get myself some more 9 volts. What do we got going down here in the battery bin? We got a bunch of nastiness going on down there. Actually, I shouldn't put that back in the fridge. That's a project I need to clean up. But I need 9 volts now. It's okay, we have backups. Setting this to 350, so alert me when it's up to temp. I'll probably catch it before that, but just to make sure we're not going crazy hot. It's currently about 270. Give our chicken a turn here. See if we can't get a little bit more of that potato crust going. Okay, we got that mixed up for our salad. Now we need our sauce for with our chicken. So we're going to toss our chicken in. We're just going to go ahead and make this straight in here. as far as cracking open a cold one, I think I would rather pour myself a glass of this stuff. Little. If you're unfamiliar, I often use this is the current bourbon in house. Woodford Reserve. How's my? It's still icy. Stock's still defrosting. Okay, so we got our orange juice. Minus the pulp here. Don't want all that pulp. So orange juice. Lexi may be having flashbacks to this morning. So far. And we got cornstarch, we got orange juice, we got soy. And now we got gochujang. Yep, Lexi. Gochujang. Fermented hot chili paste. It is a Korean product, and so it's this paste that I would not consider very spicy, but it is a chili. I would say it's on par with like Frank's Red Hot, so it's got a bit of a kick to it, but it's not gonna burn your mouth. And it's quite often used like this, mixed around with other products, but it's a paste made up of I believe it's soy, not 100% sure that it's soy, and rice or some combination of them, and along with the chilies, and then that is fermented using koji, and is then sold. And you can leave it in your fridge for a decent amount of time since it's fermented. Doesn't have to be immediately used. We're getting up there on temp with our chicken boil though. But I do want to make sure we get this all whisked together here. So we're wondering if I want to add any honey into this. Yeah, we might be thickening this with a little cornstarch and honey. This is pretty runny to be... It needs to be a little bit thicker to properly coat onto that chicken. So we're going to quickly warm this up. Move that chicken stock to the back burner there. That just needed to be defrosted. Not done with that bowl, just getting it out of the way for the moment. We'll use that still to coat the chicken. Need a new box of cornstarch here. Actually, we're going to boil it. Who cares if we use the excess cornstarch here with the chicken? Let's go into the chicken sauce. I've already made I'm not making a slurry here because I already made the decision that I'm going to be straining this back into the bowl. Make sure we get all that paste dissolved. So I'm not worried about getting that starch dissolved. There's enough liquid in there to help heat up and thicken. And if we get any starch balls, they'll get strained out. Bottle. Last 30 seconds, last 40 seconds there. Cheers to anyone enjoying a beverage tonight, whatever that beverage may be. Yum. We're basically ready to start frying as soon as we come back to this. Okay. Sorry, I had to pay a little attention here to our sauce here. It's heating, bubbling, and starting to stick. But that's much thicker. That's going to be a lot better for coating our chicken. Bottle. Victory. X-Spy getting those kills for us. Suki and Shelty Sai getting the scrolls there. Shelty's Sky? Shelty CI? Let me know how that's pronounced. Congrats there to the award winners. We got another chess battle down here. I'm gonna put my flag bearer out here again. Open up the window here for a moment and cool things down a little bit, hopefully. Okay. So we're above 350 here now. We're at a good frying temp here now. So, chicken. I'm going to take it by the handful, put it into my little spider here, and then lower that down into that fry oil. Welcome in, Rhino. Lovely pottery streamer that I often raid here. Welcome in, Rhino. How you doing this evening? Taking that. Okay, we're in the right screen there. Sounds like a good plan, Rhino. Yeah, it's been mighty hot up here in Pacific Northwest lately. So we got our orange gochujang soy sauce here for our chicken. Trying to get this over here ready for the chicken when it comes out. Give a close up on those delicious Crispies. Just ready to soak up that sauce. Yeah, Rhino. That too. Especially around here, yeah. There was a fire near here just the other day and got me a little worried. What was that, Wednesday? That was pretty recent. Trying to sift off as much of this cornstarch as I can here. We still got some pretty good clumps of that in this one. How we doing on temp? We'll wait a moment here, allow that pan to re-warm back up. But we'll count that sifted. And basically I'm just pulling all the flour off of them, or all the starch that I can, while keeping them still fully coated. Now I'll try and save that again. I say that every time I go and do this. I say I'm going to save this starch for the next time I do some chicken frying or something like that, and always end up deciding against it though too. Fryer should like all that water. Thankfully we're cool enough here now that, I mean, me cracking the window here is enough to cool down my house at the moment without the AC. Let's see, make sure we're cooking through here on some of the larger pieces here. That's looking cooked. I think we're safe there. Let's see what our sauce is like. Alright. A little funky heat. Bit of sweet too. Orange is there, but it disappears a lot with the gochujang. The gochujang is a little too powerful for it. Okay. And so back to I'm just moving them gently because I don't want them to clump. I want to prevent that as much as possible. The more you distribute them, the better it's more evenly they're going to cook. No one can guess panko when I'm in the middle of... Oh, Zen did guess it. Nice. Good, Zen. Give that a little bit longer, just a little moment longer. Earpiece is trying to slide out again tonight. It's been a while since that's been doing that. No gamble enabled there down south. Welcome in. light white coating of starch outside. It's just going to be crispy crunchy and allow all that sauce to stick to the chicken. Let's take temperature probe out, turn on the thermometer, and make sure we got everything out of here. We're going to toss all of these with the sauce. A couple that slipped through the rack there. As you can hear that tang as it hits the metal bowl. It's got some crispiness to it. A little too thick to be flipping that like some chicken wings, so we cut up the spoon here. Didn't add any sugar in with this, so we're just savory and heat, a little orange juice. Okay, so now we go over here to our oil, put the lid on that, grab that carefully with 2 hands, move that away and off of the heat. Get our large cast iron heating up here. Turn the flame on the stock in the back there because we want that near boil for our noodles. Oh yeah. Yummy, yummy chicken. Okay, we're going to start with our mushrooms, actually. So we're going to need a decent amount of oil in this pan. Saute up our veggies here, starting with our mushrooms. Waiting for this to get up smoking. We're just barely a very shimmer of a smoke there right now. We all still doing great out there? How's everyone doing tonight? Anything new and exciting? Tell me good things. Tell me great things. Nice, down south. Don't really have sloped sides there to do good flipping in that pan. Yeah, it's done some wonderful things, at least according to my high school friends with epilepsy and stuff like that, too. I don't know why I'm holding my hands up like that's something to do with epilepsy, which is a very serious condition that should be respected. Add in a little bit of garlic. Red onion. And pepper. I guess I could have gotten my wok out to be a little bit more authentic with this, but we're essentially doing the same thing in a cast iron that I would be doing in a wok. I'm going to take the chicken out and put that in a container here so that we can use this bowl later on. We're going to need this to mix with the noodles and the veggies. Finish our stir fry by mixing it in a bowl. That'll clean your sinuses. Little chili paste in there with the heat. Wake you right up. So we got our leek in there and our celery. Salt. And add our rice noodles into the chicken stock in the back there. Yeah, that's a pretty good time. Oh, darn. Oh, well. I was going to boil an egg for the salad, too. Throwing a pinch of green onion with our salad. How's our noodles looking back there? They're starting to break down. Veggies are looking good. I'm going to cut the heat on them and throw the rest of the green onion in with those. Grab a pinch of the nice dark green stuff we'll maybe use as a garnish. Again, the heat's off there, so we're just carry over cooking these green onions. Pour a little dressing over our salad here. I'm not going to add any more salt into this because decent amount of salt in the dressing already. Everything nice and lightly coated there. I'll put that in one of my new bowls. So there's salad for tonight. Here, so let's do one more. Okay. Photos of salad done. Get to enjoy that here shortly. Thank you, Suki. Let's give a main view of our just simple farmer's market salad in my new bowl. Okay, now for our noodles. Okay, rice starch noodles. And our veggies. We'll ignore that little bit of ranch that was on the spatula. There, so we got our stir fry. I want to hit that with a little bit of soy sauce, if only for the little bit of soy flavor. I think we got a decent amount of salt in here already, so I don't want to go overboard with it. But it is going to help with the color of the noodles, even though I already cooked the noodles in stock. And there we go with dinner. one last photo here. Alright. So there is dinner for tonight. Let's give this a shot here. Let everyone know what I think of this deliciousness before we depart. We got our battle ready here too. That's pretty tasty. So it needs just a hint of sesame oil. Let's give a main view of this, even I've dug into it already. Taking that beauty mushroom off the top there. We got our cornstarch fried chicken and our rice noodle stir fry and vegetable stir fry. Got a little bit of starchy chicken stock left over to use for some other project here in the near future. Let's do our battle. Thank you, Suki. I think so too. I think this is going to be a delicious dinner. The only thing you can maybe use is a bit more heat. Victory. Suki getting those kills. Burglar down getting the assists. Thank you, thank you. Suki walking away with the scroll. Congrats. Ooh, and a third set of goodies for me here tonight. Thank you for following Jericho. I apologize. I missed that one there. And I've had a lot of followers tonight. I want to thank everyone for following. It's been a while since I had a nice raid and a bunch of followers joining in. So welcome, everyone. We're going to hold off on this, obviously, since we're wrapping up for tonight. Let's see who we can give a raid to tonight. Oh, why don't we go hang out with another culinary streamer? Double check. There we go. Relatively new streamer to food and drink here, but he's been around a couple months and he's been dedicated in regular streaming. I've caught up with a couple of his streams. He does some really great foods. Sort of a similar streamer to myself. He's doing dinner for himself, maybe a couple other people, and hanging out and having some fun. I want to thank you all for joining me. I will be back here on Wednesday. We have the ingredient challenge going on in Discord right now between... Oops, we got a couple new people into Discord, and that's what I'm showing there. But we have our current vote for next Wednesday between garam masala, it's currently winning, versus paprika or Hungarian peppers. want to thank you all for joining me tonight. Like I said, I'll be back on Wednesday to do that. Then I'm going to be taking a short break, about a week, maybe slightly more than a week. It's Wednesday to Wednesday. And then I'll be back to regular full-time streaming of 3 nights a week, plus here and there. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you all have a great night. Bye-bye now.